If you're feeling stuck, like you're doing everything right, but you're still going in loops, not making any progress, this video is just for you. What's up, boys? This is Jonathan Mitchell. I help ambitious men destroy distractions, build unshakable discipline, and finally become the man that they've always imagined. Once I built what I now call my discipline engine, I stopped relying on motivation and I started building momentum that I could actually trust. I wasted 5 years addicted to dopamine, vaping, gaming, chasing women, and telling myself that I was grinding when I was really just plateauing and installing everything in life. But in just 1 year, I was able to rebuild my body, rebuild my mindset, my business, and my habits with this framework. Let me walk you through visually on exactly how I was able to break out of being stuck and broken and finally understanding that all that was missing was a system. So this is why you're stuck. You're going through life with no clarity, no type of loop to give you some type of feedback. So you're just going through life, not progressing, not implementing on the better tasks of life. You're going through overstimulated on vape, women, your phone, which is the ultimate motivator of overstimulation. And then you're also isolating yourself. This man is completely fucking isolated, as you can see. And that's a lot of you guys. That's how you feel, just alone, like no one else is there. And that's why I'm building these videos for you, to show you that I was in that position once and I broke out of it. And I was able to break out of that and break out of all these bad habits, and also being emotionally reactive. If you're reacting to everything with emotions, you're falling behind your potential. You aren't living up to where you are meant to be. And I can guarantee you that. You wake up with good intentions, but you have no real direction. Your systems are serving dopamine, not discipline, and you're being productive in the moment, but you're actually never staying consistent. You're grinding, but you have no measurable outputs. And then you get to the shift, or the breaking point for me. These happen to be a breakup for me, but a lot of people, it's just hitting rock bottom, going to the absolute lowest of lows, and then finally getting to a point where they're like, I can't do this anymore. I'm gonna break out of it. They have some type of emotional collapse, and then they need some type of spiritual reset to guide them on the right path. Any person that is going through a cycle day after day, not improving, is gonna end up needing this shift. And if they don't, they're gonna be stuck in step one for the rest of their entire life. I had to lose comfort to build structure. My life didn't change until I got disgusted with what I was doing on a day-to-day basis. I finally stopped lying to myself, and I faced what needed to change. I shifted everything in my life that I needed to. And this is going to lead us directly into the third section, the discipline engine. This is where I really broke free from my control, from the environmental control, establishing daily non-negotiables, and giving myself a weekly feedback system. So first, I had to control my environment. I had to remove the dopamine that was inside my life. The porn, the video games, the bad habits, the drinking, the smoking, everything like that. And then I had to get a clear mind. But the only way I could get a clear mind was by having a clear space around me. So I cleaned up my area. I moved away from my hometown because it felt like filth. It felt like dirt. Once I got out of that, my mindset completely shifted. And then I was able to add productive triggers into my mind, which is like the daily non-negotiables. Anytime I have a thought, I write it down. Discipline isn't about doing more. It's about doing the same things until they stick. And that's where we lead into the daily non-negotiables. Starting your day with a morning routine, something that gets you into a flow state, that gets you productive and in the mood to get tasks done. And then after that, you're gonna have deep work sessions where it's just you and the computer, or just you and learning, and nothing else, no distractions, no phone, throw it outside the room. And then you need some type of night planning system where you're planning for the next day the night before, where you're planning out every single thing that you're going to be doing for the next day and making sure that every hour is optimized to the fullest. You can't manage what you don't measure. So at the end of the week, we're going to do a weekly feedback system. This is going to be including a Sunday audit, where you look at your week and you decide what you need to be taking out of your week, but then also have that Sunday as a refresh, as to get your mind in the right mood to where you are understanding your goals. And then right after that, you're going to start tracking your macros, you're going to start training, and you're going to start tracking the hours that you are lifting, tracking the intensity, and improving overall. And then also you're going to give yourself visual check-ins. This is going to be giving your mind a way to understand that you're making progress. So take physique pics, take progress pics of what you're working on, so that in 6 months, in a year, you're gonna see the difference of all that hard work you put in day to day. So then it leads into what this system built into my life. First, it built a ripped physique. I was able to have the confidence to go out in public without my shirt on, the confidence to go into the gym with a shirt that's normal and still feel like I'm ripped, and having that mindset that I'm him. And then it gave me motivation and momentum towards my business. Every single day I was working towards my business, my goals, which then lead me into a coaching brand. So now I'm able to help others and get into that same mindset, shift their same progress to somewhere where they want to be. And then that leads into my clear mind, my strong confidence, and my real leadership skills that I was able to gain over the last year by pushing everything to the side and only focusing on what I needed to improve. This engine didn't just give me structure, it gave me the self-respect that I need to build the life that I want. You're not stuck because you're lazy. You're stuck because you built your entire life reacting instead of building it with structure. Stop emotionally reacting. Stop reacting to the environment when the only thing that you can change is what you do on a day-to-day basis. This discipline engine is what changed everything for me, and I know it can do the same for you. Comment the word engage below if you're ready to take action of your life and actually build something that lasts. And comment something that you learned, or comment something that I can add into these videos, something that will actually improve. And if you want help building your own discipline engine, from fitness to structure to mindset to lifestyle to business, click the first link in the description and apply for one-on-one mentorship with me. I'll see you in the next one. Stay locked in. Peace.